Jackie Goldschneider. I mean, we've been talking a lot about Jackie lately. I mean, first off, I don't know why are we talking about like these rumors and nastiness about who's coming back to RHONJ. I mean, we're gonna find out tomorrow, next week, in 6 months at BravoCon. So why are we just it is what it is. We have no control over this. So why do we keep talking about it? But there's a lot of talk that like Marge, the Saj, you guys know my friend Margaret, and Dolores, and Melissa are coming back. Fessler's going to BravoCon. I really hope Fessler's not back. She's just so thirsty. I hate thirsty people. And the rumor is that Cabral isn't, and Fuda isn't, and well, I mean Jennifer Aydin obviously isn't. Teresa may or may not be back, and it doesn't seem like Jackie's going to be back. I actually like Jackie, believe it or not. But the point I'm bringing all this up, we've also been talking about Jackie. She's inserted herself right in the center of Louis' ongoing legal issues with his ex. She made a statement in favor of Louis. She doing that to kind of stick it to Marge, the Sarge, or is she doing that to stay in good graces with Teresa? Newsflash, Jackie, it is 2025. It's not the early aughts. Being in good with Teresa doesn't necessarily solidify your future on the Bravo network. Again, I've said this before. If a good friend of mine from college, I have a really good friend from college, you know who you are, a high school, law school. Like, if we're talking like a long time, I would come to your defense legally. But if you were like my work colleague, I ain't inserting myself in any legal mess. You go fight your own battle. Leave me the fuck out of it. But more power to her. The point I'm bringing all up is we are sharing this. We had this summer series this past summer, sharing these from the Vault series, which have never been aired. We had Claudia Jordan. We had Juicy. Juicy came back on the podcast. We had Catherine Dennis. Now, today, we are sharing this never before heard. This from the Vault series was so well received. We're extending it into the fall. I mean, it is September, early September. It's not like the heart of the fall. Still hot out. I'm in New York City at the moment. But anyway, enough about me. We're doing this. We're sharing this from the vault. Never before heard. This has never been before heard. Chat with Jackie Goldschneider recorded at a prior time. Why are some things left in the vault and why don't they air? We have a live show. We have like three a year with Sarah Fraser. Although now that she's pregnant, we might do a live show solo or with Amir. Let's do a live show with Amir, right? I got to organize all that. It's been on the list. Everyone gets a question. And by the way, this is a great question to ask. So, why are certain things in the vault and come out when I am ready? Well, that is a question. Ask it. You only get one question at the live show. Maybe you'd rather ask something else. But anyway, it's a good question. This is a from the vault chat with Jackie Goldschneider. It has never before been heard by anybody except me and Jackie. Are things the same? I mean, has nothing changed? Is this the same Jackie today that was the Jackie in the past? We cover it all. So kick back, relax, and roll. Here is our chat from the vault and never before heard with the one and only Jackie Goldschneider.
Minimums that I have to meet in order to have healthy babies. And, she tried talking to me and telling me, you have to be strong also, and you shouldn't just eat the minimums. And I just didn't care. And I walked out with a food chart and I made sure that I met the absolute minimums for what you need to eat when you're pregnant with twins. And the day I gave birth to them, I went right back to anorexia.
Wow. Were you nervous? Because look, we see on RHONJ, like, look, Bill Aiden's affair came out, like everything that happened with Teresa and Joe. I mean, were you like, so here you are, you're joining this franchise. Like, did that factor in? Like, were you afraid of this getting out to the world?
At first, I didn't know if they leave as when I was first approached. If they had told me that they leave cameras at your house all day, I could not have done it because I knew how to eat or how to fake it in public. Um, and then I could just go home and resume my habits. So once I found out that they don't leave cameras at your house and that it's limited times that you're on, being filmed, I knew that I knew that I could fake it, move my food around enough. And then listen, I quickly learned that these meals that you have, like no one's paying attention to what you're eating, really. I mean, there's plenty of people on my cast that do not have eating disorders, and a lot of times they don't even eat during the meals just because it doesn't lend itself. Say hi, come say hi to David Yontif.
David Yontif.
There he
Morning, buddy.
is. What's
Yeah.
going on? Good to
How
see
are
you
you?
too, Evan. Good. How are you?
Good. Were you in Vegas?
I was not in Vegas, but I have a
Yeah.
lot to say about Vegas. I saw,
Yes.
we all have our thoughts. I say no shade. I will go to Vegas if I'm paid to be on a panel, to run a panel, no attitude, but I looked like a great time for everyone.
Yeah, he was not there, but I filled him in.
I had a great time in Vegas. You know why? Because I wasn't there.
You and me
We're recording
both,
the podcast, so
Evan.
the world's going to hear you say that.
Oh, good. I don't care.
You and me
What do I
both.
care?
All right, get out, get out.
I'm getting out. Hold on.
It's
I'll see
always
you.
good
Bye.
to see you, Evan.
Um, so I don't remember. Oh, so like you sit down to eat a meal. A lot of people don't want to be seen on camera like having food in their teeth or spilling something on their shirt, and then usually there's an intense conversation that goes on, and half the table gets up and leaves anyway before they've had a few bites.
Did you was being on the show, how did you get here? What was your, because I read these stories and I'm like, well, this should have been rock bottom. This could have been the aha moment, but how did you get here? And was being on the show, did that factor into this?
Yeah, I mean, I think that age was one thing. I realized where I was in life, and I realized that if I didn't stop now, I'd be doing this until the day I died. I knew that there were parts of my health that were failing that I didn't talk about publicly. And I had another rock bottom moment. I had a few rock bottom moments throughout the course of this, but I had a really bad time after my third season on the show. And I started getting really strict with, I was always anorexic, but there were times when I was even stricter. And then I would let up a tiny bit. And I had gotten so strict again, and I had lost weight, and I knew I was in a really bad place. So I kind of had a moment where it all came together. The age, the sense of safety in my life. I knew where I was, and the fact that my health was failing and I was older and my body couldn't handle it anymore. And I was in a lot of physical pain also because intense exercise was a part of my eating disorder. I wouldn't let myself eat unless I had burned off enough calories that day. And all of it came together. I found myself on the floor one day and I knew I couldn't do it anymore.
And then how has it been since? Where are you now with all this?
Yeah. So one thing I will say is that knowing I had tried to stop over the years a few times, but nothing ever stuck because I was the only person holding myself accountable. But being able to do it on the show and have, so many people hold me accountable was really helpful for me. It's been 2 years. I am a completely different person. Anorexia is long gone. I still have some hangups about food. I won't pretend that I am fully recovered. I like to think I'm about 80% there. I do not restrict anymore, but I'm still, I still get too many moments of guilt. I still think about it too often, but there's no more restriction. There's no more health issues. There's no more eating disorder, but there is some disordered habits remaining, but I'm still in therapy and with a dietitian each once a week. So I'm continuing on.
Baby steps, right?
Yes. Yes.
Well, throughout your 6 seasons on RHONJ, let's keep it positive for a minute. Do you have just a high moment from this, a best of moment?
I mean, I really enjoy the show, or else I wouldn't still be on it, even with the bad moments. The high moments, I mean, the friendships I've made that have carried on off camera, those have been great. And being able to capture things like my children's birthday parties on camera so I can watch them back, Otherwise I wouldn't have that. I can watch that driveway party where my now almost 16-year-olds turned 11, and it's amazing to have.
A driveway party with pizza.
With pizza.
Who doesn't want that, right?
Right.
Listen, you could throw me a party with pizza any day and I will be there. What about a low? Like, do you have a low from this whole
I
experience?
mean, yes, the cheating scandal. I'd say that day that I sat down on Margaret's couch with Teresa was the worst scene that I've ever filmed. Yeah, I cried uncontrollably for about a week after that scene.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Look, there's so much out there about this rumor, and we don't need to focus on it. I'm just curious what you think, because, everyone, online, everyone has an opinion. Everyone thinks that Margaret is the one behind this rumor, and I'm not coming for Margaret, but what do you think, Jackie?
Yeah. I mean, I would have no way of knowing that. So, I think there is a world where that's possible. And if that is the case, I don't think it was done maliciously. I think it was just like, Margaret gossiping, but I can't know for sure. What I do know for sure is that I no longer care. As long as my husband is okay with everything, I'm okay with everything. So, um, it's no secret in the place that I'm in with Teresa now, and we've chosen to let a lot of things from our past go. I did things to her and she did things to me, and we're both okay with it because it was in our past.
How did you get to be friends with Teresa? Like, was there a moment? Was it organic?
Very organic, but I don't want to give anything away because I think it's a really interesting journey that you'll see this season. But it was very, very organic. That's why when other cast members give interviews and they say, she's doing what she needs to do or she's being strategic, like, absolutely not. David, I'm a friend on the show. I'm going to keep my job just for showing up, like, I mean, I do. And like I told Andy when we decided to make me a lesser role, I'm going to be the best friend that I can possibly be. And I have done that every day since. I like the friend role because I actually like that my children get a break from it. It's not to say that I want to be a friend forever, but this is not me trying to get back full time. Those decisions aren't made based on who I'm friends with on the cast, so it has nothing to do with anything like that, except for the fact that very organically we got to know each other and really decided that we like each other.
Wow. Right. Because a lot of people do say that. And a lot of people say the same thing about you and Margaret, that's also quote unquote made up. Like, it gives her a storyline, it gives you a storyline. You guys love
No,
each
not
other,
at
you're in it
all.
together.
No, I mean, I don't base my friendships on what I think